I don't know how many of you, like whether you're watching live or if you're watching the, after I post to the channel. But Jessie, wait, this is Jessie Gender After Dark. Where's Yeah, Jessie Gender made a really touching video. So I don't know if you guys know about her, but she's really good.
Right now, I carry within me 1,000 storms in my brain, each one murmuring its own grief, its own rage, its own sorrow. And I know, in this moment, I am not alone. I know many of you, too, are feeling all of it, all at once.
Yeah.
And to be
Even
quite
even even those of us who are in blue states, like we're not entirely safe either. Because if I recall correctly, Roe v. Wade was overturned because of something going on at the state level. Like that made its way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court struck it down. And there's so many ways in which, if someone in New York State took Genda to the U.S. Supreme Court and gave them a say over it, they would also shut it down. So if they strike down Genda, New York State, the Gender Expression Non-Discrimination Act, that will cascade down to the entire country. We're in a very fragile period of time right now. So, yeah.
frank, I'm also carrying personal news of grief that I learned this morning that I'll briefly mention later that's tangled up in all of this, and it's hard for me to parse. In time, I hope I will have much more to offer, more words that are tangible for the situation and actions that will be constructive. But for now, this is what I have to give, and I hope it helps, despite where it starts. This country has always cloaked itself in the robes of freedom, justice, and progress, selling itself as a beacon of hope to those willing to believe. But beneath that shining mask, the cold truth is unmistakable. It was never about hope for all. It was a system built to preserve its own.
Exactly. It's about hope for specifically. I don't want to say land owning because there are other asset classes other than land. It's specifically for equity. Actually, there's equity is not all there is too. We'll just say asset. Asset owning white men specifically. So I need to stop saying landowning white men. But the initial Constitution was about landowning white men and preserving their rights. Which, if we're not careful and we go back to the days of the old school Constitution, we'll be having people of color doing it again. Think I know. You think I don't think I need to specify what I mean by it. Because it wasn't good. When I say it, well, you want to know what I'm talking about? Let's just say the 1800s was a very shitty time to be black. Very shitty time. So, yeah. If we go back to those days, what's it going to be like? I don't care to find out. Especially since I have 2 black nephews and a black niece. My black niece was just born the other day. I don't want to see anything bad happen to her because America decided to vote white and vote cis and vote male.
Power and its own interests. Hope was its currency, its bait used to lure us in, to make us believe that we could belong, and that we could rise. And sometimes it even offered that in small bits and bites. The same hope that it used to elicit many of us to engage in its choice last night as of my filming this. All while the very gears of the system ground down those who would never truly have a chance to thrive. And yesterday, as of...
Yeah, so that would be anybody who doesn't have generational wealth. So if you're trying to build your own shit from the ground up, like your own nest egg, like for example, that's what I'm trying to do, and because I've been out of work for a few weeks due to a broken arm, that nest egg is gradually depleting. Thankfully, I was approved for disability payments, so I'll be able to replenish some of my nest egg. Not all of it. That will only happen when I return to work in a few more weeks. But we're on a good path to that, actually. My doctor wants to see me in just a couple more weeks, and we're going to focus on, I guess, motion. So that's going to be cool. He does want me to take my arm out of the cast every once in a while and do these exercises, which I'm glad he did, because it can be, like, even now when I take my arm out of my sling, it fucking hurts. Like, I can't move it without the other arm assisting, because in order to actually move it, it requires me to use, like, this part of my shoulder. when he says to do like the exercises, he wants my palm to be like this and my arm to be like this against my body and to just go like this in order to prevent stiffness. And oh my goodness, my arm does feel fucking weak. But anyway, yeah, so just a matter of being very careful, not fucking up the shoulder any further.
Of this filming, its bitter, loud, ugly declaration of what this country is, has always been, pulls the curtain back once again. America chose hatred.
Yeah.
And in doing so, it has re-emphasized to me a truth I cannot forget. That a truly better tomorrow, one that we all dream of and hope for,
This is the
has always been beyond our
heartbreaking
reach
part
on this
that
country's
she
terms
said.
that it has set over the centuries, because it doesn't want it. That is not a characterization of everyone, but a characterization of the nation, the state.
Yeah.
A part of me, the part that clings to a belief that a better future was inevitable, feels crushed beneath the weight of this reminder recast as supposed revelation. That belief, once so loud, now feels like a distant echo, slipping further away with each passing moment.
I feel that. That does kind of hit close to home, because I'm scared for myself. I'm scared for my partner. My partner doesn't pass as much as I do, and I don't pass as much as someone like Blair White. I feel like Blair White's going to be okay. I mean, she passes enough to where when she did a video of her using the bathroom, nothing happened when she went into the women's bathroom, but in the men's bathroom, she was escorted out of the building. So she might fare well. She might do okay. She's got that passing privilege, but my partner and I, not so much. I mean, you can still hear based on my voice. I'm not doing very well. So, we have to have an exit plan, because we're not putting our lives on hold just so that these fascists can have their way. We will remain on the run, country to country, until we are sure that we find a place where we're going to be safe. We like, after this stream, I'm hoping to go update my my passport. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I stayed up so late because I could not sleep from the result of the election that it didn't end up happening yesterday. So trying to get that done today. It's better to have it and not need it, and need it than not have it. That is basically my logic. And I think there are multiple things that I'm looking for to determine when is the right time to flee. There are multiple things, actually. The tariffs, because I know you young'uns don't actually know how a tariff works, but that's also because you're young and stupid. Trust me, I was also young and reactionary and stupid when I was your age. I learned my lesson, so don't worry. You're welcome here when you finally pull your head out of your ass. This is not the place to deconvert you. If you want something like that, well, you might want Destiny's stream. He's kind of a debate me bro still. You might be able to watch some of Vosh's old stuff, old content. He's got a lot of nice videos back during his debate me bro days. Hasanabi, I don't know if he was debate me bro, but he has hosted some debates, and he does, but here, if you need to be convinced that a 10-year-old should not be forced to carry a rapist baby, I can't help you. This is not the stream for you. I don't know what to say. Sorry. But when you finally pull your head out of your ass and realize that trans people are human just like you, and that immigrants should not be mass deported just because you don't like brown people, and people with funny accents, when you finally realize that child rape should not be enabled through forcing children to carry their rapist babies to terms, once you come to terms with that, welcome aboard. I'll gladly have you over here, but we do not debate human rights on this channel.
Still, a darker part of me, the one that once murmured quietly, now speaks with unflinching clarity. What a fool I was to believe in it. It tells me that there is no better tomorrow. It tells me that such things are
and it's sad
impossible.
that it's really sad that some people actually feel this way. It really is, because we've come so far as a fucking country, accepting everybody for who they are, or so we thought, and then Trump won the popular vote. It really puts into perspective how the American public is. I unironically do believe that everybody who says that you should not shame the voters is incredibly delusional, because I would have shamed people voting for the Nazi Party. Likewise, I do shame people voting for MAGA. I think that you are unironically misinformed at best, and just scum of the earth at least, or at worst. You know what I mean? Like, just pure utterly genocidal and hateful. I think at the moment you are going to be laughing at me, but when you're finding that your economic situation is now way worse because cost of living has gone up due to Trump's tariffs, you'll be coming back here and you'll be saying, I feel so fucking stupid, Michaela. You were right. I should not have voted for this lunatic. How much longer is this going to be? And truth is, you locked us in for 4 fucking years. We ain't going to be free, at least until 2028. To which case you will have the choice to basically repair your conscience by voting the correct way and actually voting against these dipshits that want to destroy the country. I'm not even saying don't ever vote Republican. Like, if you think the economy would do better under Republicans, then that's fine. You know? I'll discuss that with you, why I think you're full of shit. But if you care about human rights and you just can't bring yourself to vote Republican or to vote Democrat, and you want the Republicans to stop voting or to stop, being genocidal and hateful, maybe sit out the next few Republican elections or the next few elections. You know? You don't have to vote Democrat, but you also do not have to vote Republican while these fruitcakes are out here preaching genocide and ethnic cleansing. You can vote exclusively Republican your whole life based on economics. But if you're voting because abortion and immigration and LGBT rights and stuff, you can't get mad when people call you hateful and bigoted. And like I said, you can laugh all you fucking want. But you'll be coming back in a few years and thinking to yourself, what have I done? I can't afford anything, and now I have all this child support to pay because my partner couldn't get an abortion and now I owe them child support. I want to see how your life is going to be. And I will welcome you to this stream when you finally pull your head out of your ass. And I'm going to be laughing at you at first. But, just try to pull your heads out of your asses and realize that this country doesn't just belong to you. I think eventually you'll learn.
We have left is only endurance, out of obligation to the fact that I exist. Only survival in a structure that asks, no demands, us, to never be more than our submission to it. Mm-hmm. To imagine a world unchanged, unyielding, unforgiving, endless in its cruelty, that thought suffocates me. And it is
I'm not going to watch the whole video, but one
down.
of the reasons she's having so much trouble is because of the fact that she can't just grieve her, I don't remember if it was her mother or her grandmother, but she can't just grieve because of this. She wants to grieve, but this is really weighing on her. Wait, is Jessie Gender she, her, or they, them? I think I'm going to use they, them until I know for sure. I don't want to be disrespectful of them. Oh, shit. They have Twitch? Based. I'm going to add them. Can't do it now, but yeah, I'm going to add them on Twitch. Based. Fuck yes. But anyway, yeah, so, It's a very dark place that this country is going, and I do hope that that we're able to make it through. 144. I think we can do another. Alright, let's see. Oh, looks like Vash is about to go live. Yeah. I'll be notified anyway. Oh, wait, I'm done with that.